Sophia, and I'm back again with another live stream. And for today, we will be talking about Godhood Awakening, because I guess a lot of people have already reached like Godhood 2. Honestly, on my character, I haven't really reached that because I haven't really paid attention too much on that. So, for today, we will be talking about, like I said, the Godhood Awakening. So, to simply put it, when it comes to Godhood, as you guys can see, this is Godhood. So, Godhood, by the way, this will help your character increase specific attributes as long as you keep on upgrading them. And after reaching a specific, like a specific level, like the total divinity of your character, then you can rank it up. So, at the moment, it's like rank 5. Oh, hi Jer Bear. And hello also, Max Warinaba. Welcome to the stream. So, this one here, it's already maxed, so it's kind of hard for me to like show you guys the whole process of how it works. It has to be done on my character. If only I'm as active as everybody else, then yeah, I can do it. But we're going to be talking about this one. So this is the Godhood Awakening. If you guys are not familiar with Godhood Awakening, is my voice too low? I don't know. If you guys are not aware about Godhood Awakening, this is Godhood Awakening right here. The one that I've been calling emulation for the past for the first 2 days. But this is Godhood Awakening. And what it does, the first skill pretty much, when you activate it, it increases your battle attributes. Yeah, napakahirap mag-adjust ng stats dyan. Sakto lang. So, this one, I don't know if a lot of you guys are already familiar of how it works, but I've already explained this one last time on my stream regarding the Godhood Awakening, like how it works. So, again, once you reach level 2 for your Godhood, then Awakening will be available for you guys. Now, level 1, for those who are not aware, level 1, this is it. It says here, Godhood suppresses. So, it's the level 1, and it says here, under Awakening status when dealing damages to the target. So, once you have your Godhood awakened, as it says here, it increases Awakening breakthrough rank and can upgrade battle effect stats. So, that's pretty much the level 1 of it. And, of course, as you increase it, as you level it up, it also increases your damage as well as your defense. But, let's go ahead and talk about the basics of how it works. Ilang ranks po ang Awakening skills? The maximum right now is just rank 3. As it says here. That's how many ranks it is. So, this is rank 1, and then no rank 2, and then the rank 3 skills. But again, let's just first talk about like how Awakening works, okay? So honestly guys, I'm not really feeling that okay today, so I'm not gonna really do a very long live stream, just letting you guys know. So it says here, Awakening. After Godhood Awakening has been activated, you can manually click the Awakening button to enter the Awakening status during combat. Now, Awakening status will only continue for 1 minute, and cooldown time is 30 minutes. Mostly percentage stats pala kayo. Exactly, that is correct. And now, you can select on the Awakening interface to automatically consume spiritual power to maintain Awakening status after Awakening period ends. Now, this can be stopped manually at any time. This one. So, what it means here, like what it was mentioned here on the description, it says that the Awakening status will continue for only 1 minute. Now, if you want to just have it like, if you want to continue on having the Awakening status, you may use your spiritual power so that it will just run continuously. So you have that option. That's the reason why, even if you've already maxed out your Godhood, you still have a chance to, to emulate most of your unwanted materials, so that when you're using it for Awakening, that then it will just be continuous, okay? And hello, Madrip, and hello, Eliandre de la Cruz. Shout out sa'yo. So, alright, going back, I guess a lot of you guys are not aware of that. Even me and Bloss before, we are not really aware of that because we are using, if you guys remember, we were using diamonds so that we can extend the awakening status of the character. So you guys don't need to do that. If you have a lot of spiritual powers, which is this one, then you can just simply click this, and it says here automatically use spiritual power to stay under awakening status. So that's a really good thing, I guess, that the awakening has. It is because the reason why it's a 30 minutes cooldown, because once you use awakening, it really boosts up your stats big time. It's not even like a small it's not even a small addition for your character. It really boosts up your character stats. It boosts up your attack by 20,000. It boosts up your defense by 12,000. Max HP an additional of 81,000. Hit of 24,000. Damage bonus as well as defense bonus. So that means with the awakening status being activated, you are pretty much OP. And other than that, you also have like extra bonuses here, like a damage bonus, defense bonus, HP bonus, as well as hit bonus. So that means both your defense as well as your damage is really benefiting whenever you're using awakening. Sorry for asking, but you can tell me the difference between VIP 3 and VIP 5 and VIP... Yeah, sure, Madrip. But later. I'll get back to you later. Okay. Can I see the upgrade part? It's max. So every single time you upgrade your awakening, what you increase is the attack, the defense, the max HP, as well as the hit. This one here, the damage bonus, def bonus, HP bonus, hit bonus came from this one. Okay? So the more you rank it up, it adds it up to the basic stats for your awakening. So that means even if you upgrade this without really ranking it up, then that means you're just increasing your attack, defense, max HP, as well as hit, but you're not really improving your damage bonus, defense bonus, HP bonus, and hit bonus. Now, you guys might be wondering, like, it's not really adding too much for my character. Then what's the benefit of having a max out or maybe a rank 2, rank 3 awakening, Godhood Awakening, right? So the benefit of this, pretty much, if your character will be using your overall battle stats, your basic stats, hidden stats, everything when you're fighting. But if you have awakening available for you, and if you also rank up your awakening during combat or when you're doing PvP, like for example Roland Wars, Alliance War, or whenever you're trying to fight in Abyssal Domination, or just in Crystal Mines, or maybe you're doing PvP, I don't know, then activating Awakening can increase all of your attributes, which is really good for your character. Get it? And now, if I remember it correctly, you use also spiritual powers for this one. So just make sure that you guys remember about the spiritual powers to stay the awakening status, because as you guys can see, you will always keep on having spiritual powers even if you max this out, because every day you're allowed to go to the Godhood altar, right? Not this one, I'm sorry, this one here. Where is that? 1 second. Yeah, here, the Trials of Gods. The Trial of Gods pretty much is the place that you can go to get those spiritual powers that will increase your godhood, or if you're maxed out, then this is something that you can use for your character. So I don't know if Muhammad or Kira is watching, but you guys should remember that so that you can use it, you can use it in the future when you have it. But like it says here, you can manually remove it. You can manually remove the check mark from it. So for example, after you're done fighting and you don't want to be under awakening status and you want to save the spiritual powers, then make sure that you do not forget to remove the check on this one. And like I said, I'll try to make an in-depth guide about this, so at least I can show you guys how it works. Now, another thing, you can select on the awakening interface to automatically consume spiritual powers to maintain awakening status after awakening period ends, like I mentioned earlier. And the combat stats in effect among awakening stats are only effective when awakening status is activated used during combat. So this is the status pretty much. And then final damage bonus, it says damages dealing to target under awakening status will get bonus. And then it says here, Godhood suppression. Additional damage will be dealt to character with lower Godhood, and it is calculated based on the cumulative Godhood rank difference. That is, an additional proportion is added to each rank gap. So for example, Bloss is Godhood 5, and let's just say I'm only like Godhood 1, right? So it says here, additional damage will be dealt to the characters with lower Godhood. So in short, if he is under awakening status and I fight him, actually even without the awakening status, I guess I will die. Hi RV Almodovar, shout out sa'yo. And then it says here, when the state of awakening is activated, the basic stats of awakening will be additionally increased. The higher the awakening rank is, the higher the bonus will be. So, to make this simple, shout out to server 30 Verdugo. to make this simple, for example, right now, if you look at his I'm not moving. If you look at the BP, it says here 1.9 million or 1,922,889. So if I activate awakening, it will now become 1,991,739. So if I fight, for example, if I go in a fight right now with anybody that is almost the same level with my BP, for example, like maybe St. Regis or Hannah or like Ralph, then it can give me a little bit of a boost, like a little bit of an advantage. Excuse me. Now, another thing, those skills that you guys see here, wait, this one. Those skills or the battle effect stats that you guys see, this is the battle effect stats. Okay, it's not really, it's not really like an attack, it's not really like a special skill that you're getting, but what you're getting really is the battle effect stats. See, that was already 1 minute. Did you guys see that? So imagine how fast that can run out. So make sure that you use it wisely. Make sure that you use it at the right timing. Kasi, for example, when it comes to Bloss is a really, really strong character. Now, the problem though is, no matter how strong a character is, if this person gets ganked by players with maybe 1 million BP, let's just say 15 of them or so, and they attack all at the same time, there's a chance that they can kill Bloss. So the best thing to do that is to make sure that you use your skills as well as your awakening wisely. Don't waste your awakening, especially if it's only gonna be like 1 minute. And if you don't want to be spending some diamonds on it, then make sure to remember to add the check mark on the awakening part here, where you can use your spiritual power to keep that awakening status instead of just ending under 1 minute. Because again, if you guys didn't hear that, it only lasts 1 minute, and the cooldown of that is 30 minutes. So that's why you have to be really, really wise. And most of the fights, like for example, Abyssal Domination or Roland Wars, those kind of battles don't really, they don't really finish that fast, not unless you're gonna be fighting maybe just with one person or so. So make sure that you use your spiritual powers wisely, and make sure that you use this especially when it's needed, so that See, for example, right now, she has like 42,534 spiritual powers that is just up there, not getting touched or anything right now. I hate it. It's not getting touched, it's not being used. So, what I'm curious about is how much does it remove? You know, if ever that I activate that, how much does it remove? Select to consume spiritual powers to maintain awakening status after awakening period ends during battle. It can be manually stopped. I guess I'll have to do like a specific video regarding that, like I guess on my in-depth guide, so at least I can see exactly like how much it removes. And hi Yanis, good night. So for going back, by the way, to Madrip's question, I don't know if you're still there, but Madrip, the difference between VIP 3 as well as VIP 5. VIP 3, you pretty much unlock already. He's using buff. Pretty much what you unlock is this world boss feature, because when you're not VIP 1 or VIP 2, you can't really use this to go directly to the boss. You have to manually walk around to do that. Now, the second VIP or VIP 2, once you activate that, then you can teleport from one area to another just by making sure that you use your map, right? So for example, if I go here, it consumes gold, but I can use it pretty much to go from one place to another. Now, the biggest difference between you're not using it though. But the biggest difference, I guess, if you're using VIP 3 and VIP 5, VIP 3, you can get this one activated, which is the VIP 3 map. Now, if you have VIP 5, then that means after you're done with this one, you can jump to this one, and you can also jump to this one. So, by having VIP 5, it gives you an opportunity to farm more bosses. Not just one altar. And inside these altars, you can get almost all the boss that is available on your normal map, and they are all in one map. So that's the only thing. I guess the biggest also difference between this and this and this is this one focuses on boss from level 1 up to boss level 15, I guess. Same with this, but this one, I think this only has the boss for level 10 up until level 15. I haven't really gone here that much, so that's why. Good morning. But can I get more XP VIP altars than VIP? No, they're the same. They are really the same. But I remembered before when I started, I only started with VIP 3. And then Republica helped me to reach VIP 5. The reason why I wanted, because in a specific server, if there's going to be a lot of people with VIP 3 and not much of a VIP 5, then that means this place can be overpopulated, right? It's really annoying when you have a specific spot that you want to farm, and then somebody will be standing beside you. And what's even worse is if you cannot kill that person, right? So if you also have VIP 5 available, then that means you also have another spot where you can farm. But in VIP, the Master Altar though, there are spots there that has a really high XP. I can't remember exactly, but we don't really have DS right now. They kind of use it for refining. So if I remember it correctly, with Master Altar, there is a spot there that gives like maybe 3 or 4,000 experience, and then if you use times 3, times 2, times 5, then that gets multiplied. I'll probably I guess that's one of the spots that I haven't really made a video about, because I don't want to do a video regarding I really don't want to do a video about Purgatory Altar, because Purgatory Altar and Abyssal Altar, they look the same. They really look the same. Nothing is different between them. But the only good thing about it, as long as your team plays smart, you know, especially if you have a team that you farm with, you guys can kill as much as, because before if I remember, I even did a video about this. We killed like maybe 6 to 7 boss in less than 1 minute, or in less than 5 minutes, I think. Sorry, less than 5 minutes. To be, that's more realistic. Less than 5 minutes, and we're not even at 500k BP that time. If I remember, I think my BP during that time was around 200 or 300k. So that is possible. Okay, there are bosses now that is available. You saw that video? So whatever that you saw for the Abyssal Altar, it's also the same. It works the same with oh, this is Bob. So sorry Bob. I got the soul of boss instead of him. Sorry Bob. Ang bad, bigla na nang sumusulpot ko saan. My bad. And another thing, by the way, make sure, you know, for those people that are trying to farm boss, if you're farming boss, right, another technique that I can share with you is to make sure that you have a party. Because being in a party, if you remember earlier, or if you remember just now, I was trying to farm the boss, but as you can see, I couldn't really farm the boss because somebody already has the ownership of that. Now, let's just say, for example, one of the people here on my team end up farming the other boss. Regardless if I am there on that spot or not. Regardless if I am... What happened? Okay. Regardless if I am there in that spot or not, I have a tendency of looting something good still. Okay? So I guess that's one of the advantage of that, of having a party. I want to check colorful rocks. No? Never mind. Kasi, I guess there are, for those people that are not aware, there are really pros and cons of being like really strong, and also for being really weak. When you're really, really strong, like for example, like Bloss, the tendency pretty much is it could also get really, really boring in a way, because of course nobody can fight you, nobody can match up with you, and that's not really something that you want. That's why if this video pretty much gets to a developer, I hope that they can merge more servers, because a lot of the servers, I guess, are dying. In short, merge us. I'm like, in short, merge us, please. I'm getting so annoyed with my server right now. Merge us. Nah, just kidding. Now, I guess another thing that you guys need to know, for Godhood, right? For Godhood and as well as Godhood Awakening, both of them uses spiritual power to upgrade these. And if I remember, for rank up, you're using something else. Sorry, nag-WB ako NP. But one thing, I guess, that I would suggest for a lot of you guys would be, when you're trying to upgrade your Godhood, if you really want to expedite it, try to use diamonds to do it. But if you can't really afford to use diamonds, then make sure that you have enough materials. And these are the materials that I'm talking about. The reason why you need to have many materials is because you can emulate, or you can use those materials for emulation, so you can get more spiritual powers, and you can use that to upgrade your godhood and also upgrade your awakening. And in the future, regardless if you have so much or just a few, you can still use that to maintain the, to stay under awakening status even after 1 minute. Now, another thing, it's not really that easy, I guess. The best ang sparks gamitin if not needed. Well, the only time, I guess, that I would really suggest for you guys to use sparks for godhood is once you're done with these. If you've already reached 100 for all of it, and also max this one, and also max this one, then go ahead and use your sparks for, for the emulation. But if not, do not use it, because it's not that easy to, it's not really that easy to loot. Even though that you're getting those items in the dungeon, I know you do, but just don't do it, okay? Just don't do it. Because I remember before, as a free-to-play player, well, semi-free-to-play player, I was really having an issue when it comes to the items, right? So it's 1k pieces, 11k materials. Even so, kasi tingnan mo in my perspective though, if you haven't really maxed out those, the feathers, the wings, as well as the infusion, and then you use that here, die. Wag. Just no. Just a big no-no. Because by the time that you already have enough gold to max out maybe your wings, your feathers, or your infusion, when that time comes, you won't have any materials. Not unless you buy it here. But yeah, this is another tip, I guess, that I can suggest for everybody, because every now and then for boss, for heavenly treasures, I don't know if you guys are aware of heavenly treasures, but heavenly treasures are these ones here. And heavenly treasures, guys, buti pa sa kanila hindi pa nakukuha lahat. Sa amin ubos na. Sa amin laging ubos. In our server, in my server, in server 3, server 28, all of these are gone. Zero. As in, none of the materials will ever be available in my server. It's always gone because we have what you call merchants. That's, those merchants are, well, it's just one merchant really, and it's Dubby. So whatever, another way for you to get yourself some good, good diamonds is to make sure that you save enough keys, and when you try to use your diamonds maybe to spin for the heavenly treasures, instead of using those materials, sell all the materials, as in sell them, everything. And you might be wondering, why, Raya, why should I sell that? Why is it good to sell the items that I'm getting here? First of all, guys, everything here is tradable. Everything. From the silk to the lucky scroll, everything is just tradable. I'm not sure with this one. I think this one is also tradable. Wait, let me double check. I don't know if he has that still, but if I remember it correctly, that was tradable. Hi, Rufa. Let me check. Give me 1 sec. Or I think he already used it, Yeah, I have a feeling that he already used it. Don't question why he has so many materials, okay? And don't question why we have so much skins. Where was that? Yeah, tradable. Yeah, the scrolls are tradable, but I guess we've already used the scrolls that we looted, because it's not here anymore, Yeah, it's not here anymore. I guess either we used it or we sold it to somebody. So again, all of the items that you can get from Heavenly Treasures, these are tradable. Now, I just wanted to share something with you guys. I've already known his technique ever since, but the reason why I never really talked about it is, I guess I didn't really get the chance to do the same thing that he's doing. Now, I don't know if you guys, and he's not also my guildmate, but I'm not really mad at him, or I don't really have any kind of negative thing to say about him because he's very quiet. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar, but we have a mage in our server. In my server, server 3 and server 28. His IGN is Dubby. He's the top 3 or top 2. Yeah, sorry. I think he's the top 2 in my server. He's a mage. His BP is like around 1.3 million BP. And you know what's funny? I think he is still at VIP 13, but then he gets materials like crazy. Now, I wanted to share with you guys his technique of how he does that, which is really, really cool. And I only found out how he does it because I keep on observing everybody in my server, okay? So, Dubby, what he does is, I think what he exactly did was he bought a lot of diamonds one time. Maybe, let's just say, he bought like around 10k diamonds or so. Or maybe he sold some items because during that time he was already strong. So everything he gets, he sell it until he gets enough diamonds. And let's just say he already has like maybe 50k diamonds. What he did was he used all of the diamonds and bought heavenly, the keys. This one. What you call this one? The divine keys. He used all of that to buy the divine keys. So that's a lot, right? And then what he does is once Heavenly Treasure is available, he spams it. He literally spams it. Like if you see the leaderboard, not this leaderboard, but if you see our leaderboard, you will see that he either him or Kaka will have the highest number. Hi May. They will have the highest number of points on the leaderboard. So what pretty much the benefit of what they're doing. Shout out to May Erdam. Hello. The benefit of what they're doing is, one, you may get a spot here from 1 to 5. And if you get a spot from 1 to 5, you're getting, especially the number 1, you're getting this. You're getting an Archangel Scroll. You're getting this one. You're getting a Maggie Orange Spirit Egg, which can give you any of these. And this is bound though, unfortunately, so that's yours to keep. And then we can get Blessed Gem, and at the same time we can get MU coins to get shout out to Daniel Enape. Hello. And then you can use the MU coins to maybe purchase some materials or some skins that you want to have for your character. Now what he does is, let's just say he spent maybe 50k, right? 50k diamonds. If he sells these, he can get diamonds out of it. If he sells, there's a specific item that he always sell. Wait. There's a specific item that he always sell, but I keep forgetting what it was. Basta there's a specific item that he always buy. He always buy that. No, never mind. He doesn't buy that. Eto, you would normally get this, right? So he would sell this maybe for 198 diamonds up to 200 diamonds. So he just keeps on spamming them. Draw Jazz Heavenly Treasure. Yes, exactly. That's the reason why I am telling you guys the technique of what Dubby does. That's why he's like super rich now. If I'm gonna do an estimate of how much Dubby earns, he probably earns a lot because again he can sell these, he can sell these. Instead he can sell it within his guild members, but at the same time he can also use the market to buy all of that. Not just that, not just the, it's not just 200. He is, kasi nga in our server, in my server 3 and server 28, this is maxed out. Like seriously, today, by this day, actually if you reach the 3rd day on my server, this is already gone. So he can sell these. And, since this is a limited edition wings, he can sell this for maybe 20,000 to 15,000 if he likes. So that's already half of his, that's already 1/4 of his profit, right? And then let's just say he loots a lot of, He loots a lot of these. He can sell this for maybe 500 to 400 diamonds if he likes. Diba? And then you can also get these, and he can also sell this again for maybe 200, 300. And if he loots these, ganun din, he can also get this and some diviners and some new characters. Even old characters, sometimes we end up losing all of our gold. So this is something that you can still buy on the market. So overall, if all of his items is sold, yeah, the divine gold is for accessories. Yeah. If all of his items get sold in the market, and also his teammates or also to other players, that 50,000 that he initially spent for his character can become 80k to 100k. And that's not all. That's not just, that's not the benefit of it. It's not just the profit. Other than, Ate Yoraya, dito. Na totoo yun, the original owner of this character is a 13 years old girl. Now, the problem is, and I really don't want to talk about it, but I'm getting very, very frustrated. Since it's a little girl, a lot of people here in this server is taking advantage of that girl, and I'm really, really pissed off with that. Because again, it's a little kid. Why would you ask 50,000 diamonds from a little kid, diba? Even though it's rich. But anyways, that's beyond my concern. That's the reason why the older brothers, handled the account every now and then. Because of course, it's a 13-year-old girl, for crying out loud. Why would you take advantage of a 13-year-old girl? But some people are just really sick-minded, and that's why they do it. So, I'm not gonna comment on that anymore, but just to let you guys know, I'm really, really pissed with those people. Yun lang. Anyway, going back. So, other than that, other than the profit that he gets from selling all of the items, he can also get Archangel Scrolls, Archangel Scroll pieces to upgrade his own, Archangel. So that means he's getting strong with the gears that he's using, but at the same time, he's also earning for his character. So, in short, 50k divided by 200. Yeah. You're not, you didn't know that people actually buy those? They buy it. They buy those things. Here's the thing. By the time that you reach max level, you will have a lot of diamonds, right? You can use that. Other than that, for example, Enchantment Stone is very abundant, right? You can get it from Phantom Monastery. But there are some people, other than us, the normal players, there are some people that are capable of needing more than what they can get. Like Bloss, Hannah, Saint Regis. They are capable of getting more, right? So they end up buying. Like Kaka, And like, for example, this one, instead of buying skins and then recycling them, they can buy this directly. So if the items are not bought, he can use that for personal, he can use it personally. But if the items are bought, then he also has diamonds that he can use freely. So imagine, that's how smart Dubby is. I really, really admire Dubby. I don't like him when it comes to the fight because he's very, very deadly. But I like him the way he thinks. He's really smart. And if I remember it correctly, I think Dubby is only a kid. Not really like a young kid, but I think he's like at the range of 17 to 21 something. I'm not really quite sure. I haven't really got the chance to talk to them because I don't want to talk to them. I'm scared to talk to them, so I'd rather not talk to them. Okay? But that's what I've pretty much figured out. Even without talking to them, I just observed them. I observed the market, I observed the leaderboard. And you guys know, that's how I also teach you guys. I observe everything. So that's how he gets his, diamonds. That's the reason why, for those people in my server 3, server 28, you would notice that Dubby can go from 800k and jump to 1 million in one day. He can go from master level to level 70, and he can jump from, that up to level, maybe master 3, level 50. And a lot of people are wondering, how is this possible? How does this person jump from, jump 10 levels in one day. That's not, that's unreal. Maybe this person is cheating. But seriously, guys, Dubby is not really a cheater. He's not really cheating or anything like that. He's just really, really smart. He's so smart. That's why I really, really admire him. Other than him, Kaka also he also does the same thing, but I have a feeling pretty much that Kaka, Dubby, and also the other Chinese dude, they kind of use each other's accounts, so I think they pretty much share each other's information. So whatever the other one is doing, the other one is also doing. You get it? But that's how they recycle their diamonds. Do you guys get it? They don't really use their diamonds without thinking. They recycle it. They make sure, yeah, I'm from the Philippines. They make sure that the diamonds goes to something that is going to benefit them. If it's not gonna benefit them, they have to make sure that it's gonna give them profit. Okay? Yung total diamonds consume, may benefits din siyang makukuha. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. So for example, after consuming, after spinning for the heavenly treasures, you will end up getting this. And those divine essence that you're getting is something that you can use in Pantheon. Now, in Pantheon, you can get this esteemed duke and you can sell this for maybe 2,000, 3,000 diamonds. Or if it's not something that you fancy to buy, then you can buy Sacred Stone. And this is something that you can use to upgrade your shield. Your spirit. Sorry, my bad. Your spirit. Ano po yung bagong option sa spirit? What do you mean? What do you mean bagong option sa spirit? Spirit? Ano yan? Hi, Harley. What new option? Are you talking... I don't think that there's really like a new option. If you're talking about this has been out even before, if I remember correctly. Recycle, you guys are familiar with Recycle, Relation, Album, Battle, and then Upgrade, and then and then Star Up. Can you imagine? This is already max. If he max this and this, done deal. He can switch from one pet to another. Serverless na server namin. Alam ko may bagong spirit na lalabas lang, hindi new option. Yeah. Most of the time, there's always going to be a new spirit. And by the way, let's talk about the update, because I have been told something which I find really, really meh. I find really, really meh. I miss Uncle. Jesus, stop those issues. You need to play. Hi, Mama. I'm done being mad. Don't worry. But going back to this one. I'm trying to remember what I was saying. Okay, regarding the Magic Gladiator, there's like a rumor, pretty much, that I've heard recently, and I find it funny. Guys, don't expect that MU will give you an opportunity to switch your main character into a Magic Gladiator. That's not possible. That's gonna be hard, because if that's something that's doable for them, they should have done that when the Diviner came out. Do you get it? Because there was somebody who told me that, did you guys heard that the Magic Gladiator, when it comes out, you have an opportunity to change your archer into a Magic Gladiator? First of all, that was weird, okay? Pa-shoutout naman BB Raya, Sexies, ng PH Warfreak. Hi! Hello also to the PH Warfreak people of Server 28. Hello. Isang alliance na lang, puro malalakas member. Yung leader namin di nag-bid. Sa amin, di rin nakapag-bid. Kira's not 13-year-old. She's 14 now. Don't worry too much, Muhammad. Come on. This is a really strong character. So news spread like that. But, of course, even me personally, I don't really like it when... Never mind. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna try not to talk about it. Even though I am really, really pissed with what I found out, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, going back. So, I guess one of the things, or another thing, I guess, that you can do in the game to earn some diamonds, probably. I'm trying to relax. Is to make sure that you said, okay, sorry. Now I remember what I was saying earlier. I'm trying to stall. Okay. Regarding the Magic Gladiator, guys, don't expect that MU will allow you to switch your archer, your swordsman, or your mage from that character to the Magic Gladiator, because that's totally impossible. Because imagine if your character is already... Hi, SPG! Nyemas. If your character is already using an Archangel and then a solid red item, how in the world do you think that from an archer jumping into a Magic Gladiator, they will also switch your gears, they will also switch everything, your skills and all of that. So just to, just to, I guess, bust the myth, it's just a myth, it's not gonna happen. I doubt that it's gonna happen. If the Magic Gladiator comes out, probably it's going to be, you have to really create a whole new character for that. And for those that are going to complain, like, if you're gonna create a Magic Gladiator, then I think it will be unfair for the Magic Gladiator users. No, not really. Why? Because you're not really forced to change into a Magic Gladiator. You can make it into a new server, so it will be fair for everybody. But if you choose to make it on your server, then that's your discretion. It's not really the game's problem if you choose, to open one in server 28 or if I choose to open one in server 3. Get it? Kasi may sumali sa amin humingi ng mga items, may mga spy din kasi tas bagaan. I'm like us. Sometimes that happens with us. Like before the Roland War happened, somebody calling me. Call me later! Later! Call me later! I beg you, whoever's calling me, call me later. Peter, if that's you, call me later. Wait. I'm panicking. I'm like, call me later. Ala, wait lang. I panic. Okay. Going back. There is going to be something that's going to be added in the game that I think could possibly happen, and that would be the Mount Wardrobe. When you say Mount Wardrobe, but I don't know. I haven't really asked anyone from MU about this, but that's a possibility because don't panic yet. It's really possible that they... Uy! Nice! What's this? Level 10. Nice! For the skins, I mean, the skin... because, as you guys know, we get skins all the time, especially if there's like a new addition to, in every update, right? So... I'm panicking. If you're the one calling me SPG, I'm gonna punch you. Don't call me. Later, after the stream, please. You know what? When other players can get benefit from you, they will start destroying your name and make issue. Filipinos, stop those attitude. Not all, but please. I know. I agree. It's not... Unfortunately, I'm a Filipino too, but not all Filipinos are like that. However, most Filipinos are like that. Diba? Aminin nyo. Totoo to. Shut up, SPG. So, that's going to be a possibility that they will have a wardrobe for this. So, you can choose whatever skin for your mount that you want to use to boost up your stats. That's something that you can do. Or that's something that will be possible in the future. I don't know when that will be released. I don't know if that's going to be released when the Magic Gladiator is released. But... I guess we will all know that in the future. And also, shout out to Suntech. Hello, Suntech. So, I guess pretty much that's it. Because I guess somebody's calling me and I think that's very important. So, thank you guys so much for chilling with me today. And if you guys have questions, please leave them on the comment box down below. Again, really appreciate your time. And see you guys again next week. Thank you. Bye. Like, bye!